Hey guys, what is up? This is James Hernandez. How's everybody doing? And welcome back to a brand new episode of Characters Face Off. This is Characters Face Off episode 26. And for today's episode is going to be a battle between these two anthropomorphic outer space gun-loading pilot animals. And it's going to be Rocket Raccoon from the Guardians of the Galaxy versus Fox McCloud from the Star Fox franchise. We're going to see which of these two furry pilots would win. So this is not going to be an actual like raccoon versus fox. This is definitely way more than that. So because this is going to be a battle between these two anthropomorphic space pilot animals that basically walk on two legs and they speak English and they have many stuff in their pockets. But anyway, so without further ado, let's start this battle. So let's first talk about Rocket Raccoon. So Rocket Raccoon is a character from the Marvel Comics, which he first appeared in Marvel Preview number 7 in summer of 1976. And he's one of the members of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Subject 89 P13 was originally a raccoon before he and his family were brought to the planet Half-World in the Keystone Quadrant, which is an area of outer space sealed off from the rest of the cosmos by the so-called Glenson Wall. So the raccoon, like many other animals were brought there to the planet, was genetically and cybernetically enhanced with human-level intelligence and predictable body construction to serve a caretaker to mentally ill inmates. However, the years of abuse and repetitively genetic rewrite caused the raccoon to develop a vain and chaotic personality, driving him into getting off the world and becoming a public menace to the galaxy as Rocket Raccoon, joining the superhero team known as the Guardians of the Galaxy. But now it's time to talk about his powers and abilities. Now Rocket as a raccoon has enhanced physicality and sentience, and he also has enhanced intelligence, and he also has razor-sharp teeth and claws, which raccoons possesses a powerful bite force of 90 pounds per square inch, and his claws are so sharp that it also can actually spread rabies, a viral disease that can actually be very fatal and actually causes a lot of confusions and even worse, certain death. Now he's also extremely skilled since he does have key tactics, just like using his jetpack and also wall crawling to maintain high grounds and slash angles, staying in the back lane and placing on the battle rebirth beacon behind cover for a resurrection. And despite being a raccoon, he is also very strong, as Rocket Raccoon is stronger than any normal raccoons, as he is capable to physically overpower his enemies many times his own size, and he was strong enough to carry a weight of many weapons that only an average-sized humanoid can normally use. He's also extremely durable, as he survived like damage that would normally kill any animal that is like a size and can kill a normal-sized human. He can also withstood praised by a Starhawk and being shot with energy blasts fired by powerful beings such as an Ultron-possessed Adam Warlock. He is also incredibly agile, that he can avoid rapid gunfire and escape various prisons because of his entire skeletal structure is cybernetic, which allows him to move more like a human while being as agile as, well, a raccoon. Rocket is also very, he also has very enhanced reflexes, as he was able to quickly respond to high insanely situations such as plotting ships. He's also a very good marksman, as he is very well versed in the use of high-powered weapons. And speaking of weapons, Rocket Raccoon has many weapons, like he has pistols, shotguns, rifles, miniguns, laser, and plasma guns, all at the same time. And Rocket also has grenade launchers, Rampart armed plastic and cannon, flamethrowers, electricity guns, and he also has sonic guns. But he also has some other weapons like bombs, swords, knives, a rocket-propelled hammer, energy barrier, projector analyzed acid composites, and can also use anything as a weapon when he gets his hands on. Now, Rocket is also a very skilled combatant as well as an armed professional fighter, as he is known for like having his own hand-to-hand combat. Now, the vehicles that Rocket Raccoon has are the classic starship, which is called the Red Can Run, and he also has his own jetpack, he has a transforming motorcycle, and he also, I'm not kidding, he has his own Gundam suit. Yeah, I am not joking. He definitely has a Mobile Suit Gundam suit in the comics, which that is insane. Now, Rocket Raccoon may be a raccoon, but he's definitely far from those raccoon standards since he has his own feats. He basically blew up the moon. He actually one-shot one of the Prodigers, and he technically to kill Thanos multiple times. Regardless, destroys Groot's body. He blew up the Savior, the Super Skrull's head. He has fought the entire planet's population. He has harmed the Gardener and Elder of the Universe. He outsmarted Star Thief and Kraven the Hunter, defeated Blackjack, O'Hare, Amalio, Maximin, and Dormammu. Excuse me. He's also fast enough to like dodge gunfire since he is incredibly agile and pretty fast. He destroyed robots with his own bare hands, survived like getting thrown around by Starhawk. He became the member of the Guardians of the Galaxy on many occasions. He even like took down a clown assassin with a staple gun and offensive equipment. But there are some weaknesses of his because he is definitely not invincible. Because Rocket Raccoon does have an obsessive compulsive disorder, as he is known for like being a very vain and chaotic political liar, and he and his team usually gets into trouble when he actually steals stuff that can actually, and he also can be a hothead and pretty reckless during battles. And he doesn't really like being called a raccoon despite his appearance. He has a very short reach from hand-to-hand combat. Planes officially rally on Groot on multiple occasions during the missions, and he's even heavily rally on weapons in combat. Although one thing I almost forgot to mention is that Rocket is also extremely intelligent, as he possesses genius level intelligence where he can handle like high-tech weaponry, and congestive abilities allows him to outsmart any Marvel characters. But getting back to his weaknesses, yeah, he's pretty like, he actually does have like a compulsive disorder, and he basically rallies on Groot during missions. But overall, despite his flaws, Rocket is an intelligent raccoon and an excellent weapon expert and the smartest member of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Although he is a hothead and has a habit of stealing stuff that causes him and his team to get in trouble, and he does have an obsessive compulsive disorder. From a rodent to a canine, let's talk about Fox McCloud. Now, Fox McCloud is the main protagonist of the Star Fox video game franchise, which he first appeared in the 1993 video game Star Fox for the Super Nintendo. He was trained at the Korean Academy and raised by his single father named James, who formed the first generation of Star Fox. But soon, the planet Venom was rising with its leader, Adras. James was sent to investigate, but unfortunately he was killed and betrayed by Pigma, who was the member of the Star Fox team, who was in the league with the Monkey Mongols. Now, outraged by the betrayal and the government not doing any action, Fox actually dropped out of the Academy and formed the second generation of Star Fox, teaming up with Peppy Hare, Falco Lambert, and Slippy Toad. He then compromised much more than his father, and that is where Fox McCloud became the leader of the team known as Star Fox. But now it's time to talk about his powers and abilities. Now, Fox has Fox Isolutions, which is a quick physical attack that helps him cover some distances. He also has a fire-based physical attack called the Fire Fox, which it consists of surrounding himself with flames and charging against his foes. Now, much like a real fox, Fox actually has 42 sharp pointed teeth, and that has the bite force of 92 pounds per square inch. His claws is also particularly sharp, and that can be used for digging, climbing trees, and catching prey like real foxes can do. Now, Fox is also a highly skilled mercenary, a leader, master pilot, and an acrobatic. And he's also very good, as known for hand-to-hand combat, and he is known for his immense speed, reflexes, and technological mastery. Now, as for his durability, Fox is really tough, as he is really tough enough to take hits from the fight. He's tough enough to take hits, and he basically is known for like getting attacked by dinosaurs, which, yeah, he actually has fought dinosaurs all on his own, which is incredibly impressive for a Fox pilot like Fox McCloud. Now, he can also like take hits from Andros and survive powerful weapons like the Smart Bomb, which ended up being end of the Aldros in many adventures. He can also survive a laser Gorgon, which is known as a planet killer. Fox is also very smart, as he is known how to pilot an air wing and have some experiences in airdring and fixing ships, and had ended up winning in wars. Now, as for his weapons, Fox McCloud actually carries a blaster, which is the main weapon that he uses throughout the Star Fox games, but he also has the other weapons like the machine gun, grenade, a sniper rifle, a homing launcher, Gatling gun, plasma cannon, missile launcher, barrier share, smart bomb, a stealth suit, and he also has the first aid kit. And he also has a jetpack in various appearances, most notably in the Super Smash Bros. Series, when he was able to like fight the other Nintendo characters like Mario, Ness, and Samus, and Pikachu, and many others. Now, Fox also has a signature vehicle, and that is called the Air Wing, which is an advanced space fighter and an atmosphere craft and used by the Star Fox team. And he usually uses that to like shoot all these different missiles and lasers and many other attacks, and is known for doing this, the barrel roll. Now he also is also Heavenly Pilot, a Landmaster, which is an arm-hoving tank, and he uses the Great Fox as his team massive mothership and mobile base of operations. In Star Fox 64, he has the underwater submarine called the Blue Marine, and he also has the upgraded version of the Landmaster called the Master Craft. He also has transformable mechs and has hovering vehicles in Star Fox, the Star Fox game, the Walker and the Growling. Now, Fox McCloud is pretty impressive as a pilot because of his feats. He has killed Andros twice. He has plus a clone. He ended up the latest wars. He regularly beats Starwolf, battled the whole planet of dinosaurs by himself. He actually stopped the Apro invasion, defeated Angular Empire, and he's even defeated the Angular Empire. But there are some weaknesses of his. For starters, he is not very cunning despite being smart, and he basically is known for like shooting first and ask questions later, like some of the other characters in other fictional media. And he was basically doomed to a pathetic and lonely existence for no good reason. But overall, Fox McCloud is a highly equipped pilot with a great combat experience, but he is not the best strategist and does not work great all on his own. Okay everyone, now that I analyze these two characters, it's time for me to talk about who would win this battle. Now, this one is actually going to be a lot tougher and really much difficult for me to decide, because both Rocket Raccoon and Fox McCloud are very impressive when it comes to their feats. But however, I do have the list of advantages that these characters really do have. So let's take a look at the advantages that these characters have over each other. So let's talk about Rocket Raccoon's advantages and what he has. So he really does have the weaponry advantage because he generally carries larger and more destructive and customized high-tech weaponry than Fox McCloud has. And he also has engineering tactics and genius, which he actually has genius level intelligence, since he is actually one of the smartest members of the Guardians of the Galaxy, because he is known for repairing or building insane technology on flights. He's also extremely he also does have the durability and size, since he is, he might be small, but he actually is capable of absorbing immense damage. And he also has unpredictably more likely to use dirty tactics and unforeseen gadgetry to gain the upper hand. Now, as for Fox McCloud's advantages, Now, he basically is a better pilot since he is known for regarded as a superior pilot in a dogfight with superior reflexes and aerial non-maneuverability, especially in his air wing. Now, not to say Rocket Raccoon is a bad pilot. He's not a bad pilot at all. But when it comes to who is more skilled at being a pilot during missions, Fox McCloud really does have that advantage. Now, as for hand-to-hand combat and speed, Fox McCloud also has that advantage because technically in the Star Fox games, he is actually much more faster in hand-to-hand combat, while Rocket is basically a good hand-to-hand fighter, and he does fight like a regular raccoon, despite that he doesn't like being called a raccoon. But Fox is often employs moves more like a fox because he does have great moves like the Fox Ice Solution for rapid speed strikes. So if he actually uses the Fox Ice Solution to basically hit Rocket, then that would be very impressive for Fox McCloud when it comes to combat. Now, for physical conditioning, Fox McCloud also has that advantage because while Rocket is quick, Fox is basically more balanced and he's more athletic, and he does have the athletic advantage as a trained soldier, often shown to be physically stronger in close quarters combat. And versatility, expert in using diverse combat gear, including ground-based equipment like the Landmaster tank. So those are the advantages that Fox McCloud has. Now, but this one's actually going to be really, really tough because they seem to be evenly matched when it really comes to their own physical feats, especially when it comes to their weapons and gear. Because Rocket does have the Gundam suit in the comics, which I'm not kidding, he really does. And these two really do have impressive weapons, but Rocket really does have the weapons advantage since he has since he basically has a huge mercenary large weapons in his hands, while Fox McCloud, he has good weaponry, but when it comes to technology, that one goes to Rocket. So it's really tough for me to see who would win in the fight, but if I had to choose one winner, oh boy, this is really tough. So this one's actually going to be one of the toughest matches, probably just as tough as James Bond versus Ethan Hunt. Now, for Rocket and Fox McCloud, when it comes to pilot, that one definitely goes to Fox McCloud, and when it comes to combat, they're both evenly matched. But when it comes to technology, that one goes to Rocket, and Rocket also has the advantage when it comes to intelligence. Now, not to say Fox McCloud is dumb. He's not dumb at all. He's very smart, but he basically is not as smart as Rocket, since Rocket Raccoon is known for his genius level intelligence, whereas Fox is basically more of a trained soldier in the Star Fox series. So while this fight actually might be one of the toughest matches ever, I think maybe about 89%, I think Rocket Raccoon is actually going to come on top in this one. Fox McCloud is impressive. I'm not saying he's weak. He's actually a very trained soldier, and he also is like I say, he's a better pilot. Whereas Rocket, he's not a bad pilot at all, but definitely nowhere near as a good pilot as Fox. But I think everything else, I think I'm gonna have to give the edge to Rocket Raccoon because he's actually much more smarter and he actually has better weapons. Now, if these two actually met each other in some random planet, it can be one of those, I don't know, you don't know me kind of fights, and I can see this battle I can see them have a sky fight in their ships, they will start shooting at each other, and they will just crash land in some random planets, you name it. And these two will go into a high battle. Now, and since these two characters also have their jetpacks, this really comes down to who is actually much more skilled on the ground versus who is more of a skilled fighter in the sky. So that one is also really tough. But I think everything else, I think while I could be missing on some things about Fox McCloud because I haven't played all the Star Fox games, but I did saw the gameplay on 3 Star Fox games in the series, of course the first one and Star Fox Zero and Star Fox Assault. But other than that, I haven't played Star Fox, so maybe there's a few things I'm quite missing here. But I think this actually would be a really fun furry fight to see a gun-loading raccoon going up against a piloted fox. And like I said, it could be one of those I don't know you, don't know me kind of fights. So I think I'm definitely had to give the slight edge to Rocket Raccoon. Now, when it comes to like combat, I think Fox McCloud might win. And of course, when it comes to pilot, Fox actually wins on that. But everything else, I do think that Rocket Raccoon is definitely going to outfox Fox McCloud in this battle. No pun intended. So I do think this actually could be really tough because both of them are very impressive with their own capabilities. And while Fox McCloud might be a better pilot, but Rocket really does have better technology, and he's also a lot more durable. And he basically has been surviving like gun blasts, and he has been like taking hits from other opponents. Same thing goes for Fox. But I think what really could also give like Fox the advantage to defeat Rocket is when he insults him by calling him a fox. And, you know, well, not Fox, Raccoon, basically, sorry. So basically Fox can actually insult Rocket by calling him a raccoon, and then Rocket would be like, hey, who are you calling a raccoon? And then he's definitely gonna like start charging and try to attack Fox McCloud. And then these two, and I can see these two trying to like fight like an actual like Raccoon and Fox, where they would just be like slashing and biting while they're like using their weapons in hand-to-hand combat. So with all that being said, while I do think Fox McCloud is a better pilot, and he really is, he's no pushover as well, but I think I'm gonna have to give this, I'm gonna give the slight edge to Rocket Raccoon. Yeah, and this is actually much tougher than I thought, because there are some like arguments from people on the internet might say, oh, Fox McCloud's gonna win because of like he has hand-to-hand combat and he's a better pilot, while many people say, oh, Rocket Raccoon's gonna win because he has like better technology, he's a lot more stronger, and he has like he's also a lot more intelligent. So it's really tough. So you know, if I actually did say that this episode would end on a tie, then it actually would have made sense. But I had to pick a winner, so I'm definitely gonna say that Rocket Raccoon is definitely winning this one. So overall, guys, looks like McCloud has been outfoxed. The winner is Rocket Raccoon.
Let's go to Half-World and have somebody experiment on you for a change.
So guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you guys really enjoy my channel, please subscribe, hit that like button, and turn on the notifications when I make brand new videos. And stay tuned for the next episode that I'm going to be working on is going to be laugh out loud hilarious. Because I haven't really been doing like a funny episode ever since the last two I did was Nick versus Laszlo, which I did a video with my friend Pete, aka the Ready Player Pete Show, as well as Shrek versus Mr. Incredible, which me and Pete also did way back on episode 7 of Characters Face Off. So the next episode of Characters Face Off is going to be laugh out loud hilarious, if you guys know what I'm talking about. But I'm not going to tell you, but I'm going to show you guys the preview for it. So, but anyways, guys, I wanted to hear from you guys. What did you guys think of this debate? Like, is there something I missed from Rocket Raccoon or Fox McCloud? And who do you think is going to win if Rocket Raccoon and Fox McCloud got into a fight? Be sure to let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear your opinions. And like I said, if there's something I missed from these two characters, let me know in the comments below. I will love to hear it. But anyways, guys, so I think that's all I got to say for today. So I don't want to talk too much on this. So like I said, stay tuned for the next episode of Characters Face Off, which is going to be laugh out loud hilarious, which I can't wait to do. And excuse me. And yeah, hope you guys had a great day. Take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys next time. Excuse me, in the next video. So, peace out.